that's where you say efficiency comes into play. If you're not having the right skilled, efficient people, and that's why every employee here, we have a KPI. Is that guy productive by the end of the day? And how often you measure?
I see.
Now you don't want to be measuring 5 months down the line where you realize you're minus $100,000.
Yes.
You know, it's too hard for you to turn and turn things. So that's why we see micromanagement in small business is very important, because your process is not managing. You're still managed by people. You're not managed by process.
Right.
Till the time process can take over people, you know.
Yes.
So the reason, what I would like to give or share here is, I don't want to give any advice, but I'm happy to share, is you need to really measure the output of every single employee of your company.
I see.
As frequently as you can.
Right.
So that you're not going wrong.
I see.
Because even if you're one person leaking every day, in next 12 months it will cost you a bombshell.
Yes.
So that is why you say measure. You know, keep measuring, and make sure keep pushing them to higher efficiency.
Yes.
Because that's the only way to drive business. So I would just be very mindful of your costs, because costs can really, within months, can change the whole dynamics of the game.
Yep.
And you need to have to bring innovativeness, and that's why I said different ways to reach out customers, different skills to market yourself is very important.
Yes.
You can't get stuck with one thing.
Okay.
So I don't know much about the retail industry, but if you say the shops are shutting and all those sort of things, then the only way they have to figure out is how can they reduce their cost? What is the other way of reaching out customers? Probably online, or
Yes.
get there without even having a lot of inventory. If they can just have something which they can showcase and attract the customer's interest. And it's easier said than done, but something has to be done there to stop business going bust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to be very mindful, and for the students coming or people coming from outside, I say Australia is a great country.
Yes.
There's a lot of opportunity in terms of what you can do.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it all boils down to you. So it's us who kind of look at anything and make it happen. So
All right.
we have to be the right one to make a choice. We can't keep blaming. And the worst thing to do is keep blaming at the country, the place, the people.
Yes.
That's the worst thing one can do for themselves.
Yes.
So we got to figure out what we need to do.
All right.
And I see that there is definitely opportunity here in terms of starting businesses. And you can definitely expand. You can start something here, but you can have connections in New Zealand, you can have connections in Asian countries and grow there.
Yes.
So I think, you have to think globally.
All right.
And you have to act locally. So it's very important.
Yes.
To kind of have that message and grow. Yeah.
Right. Okay. One last short question. For those who are looking for jobs, it's getting harder and harder. This is something that sometimes we try to help our university, college students. So how do they get the job they want, right? In this competitive, market, less jobs, more people looking for jobs.
True. True. I think I've gone through that bit of it. Look, when I passed out, it was 9/11, and all jobs were deferred, and we didn't have anything to get into. And it was hard time. So initially when I came to Australia, it was such a hard time for us to get the job.
Yes.
So I think because the influences on the leaders and things I've read and was inspired.
Yeah.
The best way for me was to start something of my own.
I see.
And I think creating employment was the more challenging thing for me than, I did work for someone for a short time, but eventually said, look, why don't we try on my own? See, I really don't have the right answers for it, because I really don't know what is I know the unemployment ratio is like its percentage is just kind of gone high and stuff like that. But I haven't gone and searched whether what's the best way to kind of get the job.
I see.
So probably I'm the wrong person to answer that question. But I think Asian countries have more offerings than here.
I see.
The amount of you can I keep talking to my friends in other parts of the country and stuff like that.
Uh,
When I look at the job opportunities when it comes to India and the Asian countries especially,
Yeah.
is so high.
Mm.
And that's one of the reasons is because everybody wants to go there.
Mm.
They want to invest there because they're sure of the returns.
Yes.
Whether you look at real estate, whether you look at the multinationals,
Yes.
including the likes of Microsofts and everything, they have their offices in Asian countries. Why? Because they know the fact that the labor is cheap.
Yes.
The output is extremely good. There's massive talent.
Yes.
Scalability is not a problem.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of merits there, like,
Yes.
and developing countries want to make policies friendly to the investors, like the outside
Exactly.
investors, because they want to make sure that the young crowd gets the right opportunity. And I think,
Yes.
which is not, I'm not saying Australia as a country is making right or wrong policies, but if you look at it's a developed country,
Yes.
and they would not want to twist things to change anything. And it's already doing well for itself.
Yep.
So I think in that way, I think job prospects wise probably.
Hmm.
I think looking at some other countries would be a lot more easier than here.
I see. I see.
Because I really don't know much about it, so I would not be the best person to answer it.
Right.
But the best way to get any job is to kind of you go to market yourself in the best
Yeah.
possible way.
I see.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
I don't know if I've answered your question properly or not, but
Yeah,
I really don't know what is the way to kind of get the.
I think what you say is very true. Marketing yourself, creatively and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,
Really
Ken.
appreciate that.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.